Is Jeremy Poock, and I lead Senior Attorney Match. In today's In 7 Minutes, we'll review the first of two checklists about the logistics involved for purchasing a law practice. In this first episode, we'll focus on those logistics. When you're considering to purchase a law practice, what should a growing law firm consider? So let's jump right into it. The first item on the checklist for growing law firms to consider is how to determine the right practice to purchase. And here what we're showing is the benefits of growth by acquisition in the legal industry. What we're recommending to growing law firms is to identify a senior attorney-led firm that is practicing in the same practice areas as you are. That is, if you're practicing in trust and estates, then identifying a senior attorney-led firm that's also practicing in trust and estates and other common practice areas. Because what does that do for you? The benefit is instant expansion of your practice. In addition, there are cross-marketing benefits. If your practices beyond the shared practice areas of a senior attorney-led firm, those senior attorneys are typically referring out clients in other practice areas where the senior attorney doesn't practice. The growing law firm can then capture that revenue, start representing those clients, and cross-marketing to the client base of the senior attorney. The key benefits of growth by acquisition, therefore, are instant client growth, the combined workforce of adding a senior attorney and additional attorneys and staff from the senior attorney's firm to the growing law firm, the marketing value that senior attorneys present to growing law firms, and the cumulative expertise that senior attorneys and their lawyers and their staff persons present. In terms of the second item on this checklist for the logistics involved with purchasing a law practice is how do you actually value a law practice? And here we're showing the 5 components involved to valuing a law practice post-2020. And those components are the client list and referral source list of a senior attorney's led practice. That is the book of business. Third item is the goodwill that a senior attorney has developed over the course of his or her career, the subject matter knowledge that the firm has developed over often decades, and the digital value, which is a real opportunity value for growing law firms. In terms of how the sales happen, we are now in the early 2020s, still in what we call law firm sales 1.0. In law firm sales 1.0, the sale price tends to be based upon an earnout price. It's based upon those 2 primary value components of the 5 components of value, the client list and the referral source list. Because we don't know with certainty that the clients and referral sources will continue with a growing law firm, the sales are structured primarily as earnouts. That is, a percentage of the revenues that come in from the client list and referral source list is paid out over a negotiated period of time. Hence, the price is typically earnout payment terms plus the cost of integrating a senior attorney and the senior attorney's firm into the growing law firm. Now that we are in the 3.0 digital era for law firms, we are starting to see and will continue to see what we're calling law firm sales 2.0. In law firm sales 2.0, digital value of firms is becoming more and more substantiated over time. And what that really means is that firms are developing brand awareness. That is, clients are coming to law firms today and tomorrow and beyond tomorrow because they're recognizing the brand value of given firms because they've invested so much digitally in building up that brand value. As a result, we are starting to see and will continue to see in law firm sales 2.0 a fixed price put on the brand value of a firm plus earnout terms, plus the integration costs. Hence why now is a great time to purchase law firms because we continue in that 1.0 era, but not for long. In terms of the third item on the checklist for the logistics involved with purchasing a law practice is how to maximize the business development opportunities that growth by acquisition presents. And here what we're showing is trust transfer. We call trust transfer the flux capacitor of the senior attorney match model. And here's why. Because senior attorneys have developed tremendous trust with their clients and referral sources over the course of their careers. For growth by acquisition to work, that trust needs to be transferred from the senior attorney and other attorneys at the senior attorney's firm to the lawyers at the growing law firms that they join. Now that we are in the 3.0 digital era, that trust transfer can be supersized. And what we mean by supersized is what we show here as an equation of 1 plus 1 equals 7. That is, rather than yesteryear's introduction of clients via breakfasts, lunches, dinners, coffees, in the post 2020 world, trust transfer happens via Zoom, via connections on LinkedIn, via friends and groups on Facebook, via tweets, via a multitude of different ways, because we are now in this 3.0 digital era and can connect so much faster, so much more conveniently with clients, and hence the opportunity for growing law firms to connect faster and better with a senior attorney's client base and referral source base. And when that is done effectively, the 5 components of value, they convert into windmills. And what do those windmills generate? They're generating energy. And what is the energy that all law firms need? Today's firms, yesterday's firms, tomorrow's firms, they need clients. And what senior attorneys present to growing law firms is the mechanisms, the windmills to generate tremendous amounts of new clients when growing law firms purchase senior attorney-led firms. So for today's buzzer beater, in terms of the logistics involved with purchasing a law practice, the first item to consider is, what are those benefits that growth by acquisition presents? And those benefits are the instant expansion that purchasing a firm that practices in common areas as a growing law firm, together with the cross-marketing opportunities. Those key benefits are instant client growth, combined workforce, marketing value, and the cumulative expertise that senior attorneys, lawyers, and staff persons present to the firms that they join. How is this accomplished? It's accomplished via the trust transfer, transferring the trust of clients with the senior attorneys and the lawyers at the senior attorney's firm to the lawyers at the growing law firms that they join. And when that trust transfer is done effectively, what the senior attorneys are presenting to growing law firms are windmills that are generating tremendous amounts of new energy in the form of new clients, which growing law firms always need and want. And that is today's state of the market for law firm sales in 7 minutes.